Imagine standing on a piece of steel no wider than a sidewalk. Beneath your boots, absolutely nothing but 3,000 feet of thin mountain air and a graveyard of jagged granite. Your palms are sweating, the wind is screaming at 40 miles per hour, and the only thing keeping you from a terminal velocity freefall is a few tension cables designed by an engineer who promised they'd hold. Today, we are crossing the impossible. From the walkway of death in Spain to the cloud-piercing glass of the Swiss Alps, we've curated a list of bridges that will make your stomach do backflips. Stick around, because the #1 bridge on our list is so terrifying that visitors are actually required to sign a waiver, and you won't believe the Stairway to Nothingness at number 3. Do you have the nerves? Let's find out. Number 7. The Titlis Cliff Walk, Switzerland. Narrator. We're starting high, very high. Situated 10,000 feet above sea level, the Titlis Cliff Walk holds the title of the highest suspension bridge in Europe. It's only 320 feet long, but every single inch is a test of your survival instinct. Built to withstand snow weights and massive winds, the bridge sways. It doesn't just sway, it breathes with the mountain. On a clear day, you can see into Italy, but most people are too busy gripping the handrails to look at the horizon. The impossible part? The construction. To build this, engineers had to fly every single piece of steel up by helicopter and anchor them into the permafrost while hanging off the side of a cliff. One wrong gust of wind, and the project would have been a disaster. Number 6. Caminito del Rey, Spain. Next, we head to the El Chorro Gorge in Spain. For decades, this was known as the world's most dangerous path. It was originally built in 1905 for workers at a hydroelectric plant, but over time it crumbled into a skeleton of rusted iron and holes. After several people lost their lives here in the late 90s, the government shut it down. But the legend lived on. In 2015, they spent millions to build a new, safe walkway above the old, decaying one. Looking down is a history lesson in terror. You can see the original broken path right beneath your feet, serving as a constant reminder of why you should stay on the new one. It's a 300-foot drop into the river below, flanked by sheer limestone walls that feel like they're closing in on you. It's beautiful, it's historic, and for anyone with vertigo, it's a literal corridor of hell. Number 5. The Trift Bridge, Switzerland. If you want isolation, this is it. The Trift Bridge is one of the longest and highest pedestrian suspension bridges in the Alps. it was built because a glacier melted. Seriously, the Trift Glacier used to be high enough for people to walk across the valley. When the ice retreated, the gap became impassable. So they strung up this 560-foot-long wire masterpiece. To get here, you have to take a cable car and hike for 90 minutes. By the time you reach the bridge, your legs are already tired, and that's when the real challenge begins. The bridge uses traditional suspension, meaning it moves a lot. If there's a breeze, you'll feel like you're on a tightrope over a freezing glacial lake. Number 4. Millau Viaduct, France. Now we move from scary small to terrifyingly big. The Millau Viaduct isn't a footbridge, it's a highway in the sky. This is the tallest bridge in the world. At its highest point, the mast rises to 1,125 feet. That is taller than the Eiffel Tower. When you drive across it, you are literally above the clouds. The engineering here is what makes it impossible. It's designed to look as thin as a butterfly's wing to minimize its impact on the landscape, but it's strong enough to hold thousands of tons of traffic during gale-force winds. Driving across it feels like flying a plane at 80 miles per hour. One look out the side window and you'll realize just how tiny we really are. Number 3. The Dachstein Skywalk, Austria, the Stairway to Nothingness. Austria brings us the Stairway to Nothingness. This isn't just a bridge, it's a psychological experiment. Attached to the Dachstein Glacier, this bridge ends in a glass platform that juts out over a 1,300-foot drop. But to get to that platform, you have to descend 14 glass steps. Imagine the sensation. You are stepping down, and your brain is screaming that there is no floor. The glass is crystal clear. Below you, nothing but jagged rocks and certain death. It's a 360-degree view of the Alps, but for most visitors, the only thing they see is their own life flashing before their eyes. Number 2. Geierlei Suspension Bridge, Germany. Hidden in the Hunsrück Mountains of Germany is the Geierlei. Spanning 1,180 feet, it looks like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. What makes Geierlei so unnerving isn't just the 330-foot drop. It's the visibility. Because the bridge is so long and thin, it disappears into the fog on misty days. You start walking, and within minutes, you can't see the beginning or the end. You are just suspended in a gray void. number 1, Aiguille du Midi Bridge, France. Here it is, the most impossible bridge in Europe. At an altitude of 12,605 feet, the Aiguille du Midi Bridge is a tiny span of steel connecting two rock needles at the summit of the Mont Blanc Massif. To get here, you take a cable car that climbs 9,000 vertical feet in just 20 minutes, the steepest descent in the world. Once you're at the top, the oxygen is thin, your head is spinning, and you have to cross this bridge. You aren't just high up, you are in the death zone. The wind can reach 100 miles per hour here. The bridge is short, but it's the most exposed place on the continent. From here, you can see the borders of France, Switzerland, and Italy. It's the closest you can get to the stars without leaving the ground. It's a masterpiece of high-altitude engineering. It shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be possible. And yet, there it stands, a testament to human daring. Europe's bridges prove one thing. We will go to any length and any height to see the world from a new perspective. Whether it's for survival, engineering pride, or just a really good photo, these impossible places continue to fascinate us. But now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 bridges would you absolutely refuse to cross, and which one is on your bucket list? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Don't look down. See you in the next one.